Ladies and gentlemen, I did a video probably a little over a week ago about how China is killing Americans with fentanyl, and YouTube demonetized that video. I guess I was getting next to too many people. But I want you to take a look at two headlines that recently came out. China disputes Trump's claim of flood of fentanyl into the US. Into US. Look, you see that, right? All right. Now, take a look at this article. China uses fentanyl in opium war against America. So now, is it far-fetched what I said in my video? I think after a while, it becomes obvious that China is doing this deliberately. And Americans are dropping like flies. But it's amazing how it's hardly any fingers pointing to these Chinese people in the US. And trust me, China is getting a lot of help. This ain't just coming from China and the people here are clean. That's not the case, ladies and gentlemen. There's Chinese people in this country very much involved in this drug distribution that's going on. And wouldn't doubt if many of them are profiting from this stuff. You know, they would have to with the amount of drugs that are coming into the country. They're probably making a killing. I bet you these Chinese people that are distributing and making these drugs in China are probably millionaires or even billionaires. I wouldn't even doubt it. But let me just read part of this article. China disputes Trump's claim of flood of fentanyl into U.S. A Chinese official on Friday disputed Trump's claim that the deadly opioid fentanyl that is flooding the U.S. is mostly produced in China just days before a visit by Trump, at which he had said he will make China's role in the crisis a major theme of his discussion. So, you know, Trump is going to be away for 10 days, and he's going to be traveling the Asian countries. So we're going to be Trump free for 10 days, ladies and gentlemen. China doesn't deny that some fentanyl produced illicitly inside the country is contributing to the plague. So they're taking accountability at some, but they're not going to take the full responsibility for the plague that's going on in the U.S. Trump last month said the U.S. was stepping up measures to hold back the flood of cheap and deadly fentanyl, a synthetic opioid manufactured in China and 50 times stronger than heroin. He said he would mention it to Chinese President Xi Jinping in Beijing next week, and that he will do something about it, Trump said. All right, so he's going to bring this up during his 10-day visit in Asia. All right. Now, let's get into this article a little bit. Fentanyl is a synthetic opioid driving America's public health plague. Its cheap price, widespread use, addictive quality, and deadly effect make it more dangerous than other narcotics classified by the Drug Enforcement Administration. It's ultimately a chemical, and it's being used as a weapon in China's 21st century opium war against America. Oh, yeah. But see, when I mentioned this in my video, I got demonetized. But here we are less than a week later from when I put up my video saying China was the one killing Americans. Now, all of a sudden, these articles come cropping up, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, my point is, when you think they're not watching what we do and say on YouTube, they really are. And in a lot of these mainstream media outlets and these papers and everybody, they are watching us. They are watching us. And, you know, and it's not a coincidence sometimes when you do a video and then all of a sudden the story comes up. It's not a coincidence. But I just wanted to show you how they are mirroring everything that I said in my video about what was happening. You know, right now, China, and I said it before and I'm going to say it right now, China kills more white Americans on this planet than anybody else. And it's the truth. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave the link to both of these articles in the description box. And you can come out and watch these at your own leisure. But I just think it's hilarious how not even a week later, these articles are coming out. And they're pretty much saying exactly what I said. And YouTube didn't completely shut me down, but they made sure I couldn't make any money on that video at all. So please tell me what you think, ladies and gentlemen, about the new opium war of the 21st century that China is pouring on the fentanyl, and these white Americans don't know any better, and they are taking it and dying, period. I look forward to hearing and looking at and reading your comments. So make sure you leave your comment and don't forget to hit on that notification bell. Peace, family.